Yo guys, in today's video I'm going to show you one of my students' progress that we went from the advanced planche to the straddle and from the advanced front lever to the full front lever in just 2 months. And the reason I'm showing it to you guys is I don't want to show off. It's not about showing off, it's about teaching you and showing you the guidelines, the principles, the things, the knowledge that you can apply it into yourself and you can do the same exact progress. And it doesn't matter if you're stuck in his exact situation or you are stuck in any other situation during your skills training. So the front, the planche, the principles, the guidelines apply to everything. So I'm here to show you how you can do it, so stick and watch. Okay, so this was his advanced planche before. So he was able to hold it for 1, 2 seconds and then he was always losing the balance. He was falling off to the side. As you can see, he wasn't consistent enough with his advanced planches. So he was able to hold it for a few seconds, but it wasn't every single set. So consistency was lacking at that specific time. But right now you can see the straddle planche after just 2 months. So this is just 2 months after the clip that you saw. This is his planche. Not right now. Right now is even better because his time is passed. But you can see the body extension is great. The straddle planche is good. And this is just 2 months. So here is the advanced front lever, as you can see. Pretty good one, decent one. He had good strength for the advanced front lever already. And this is his full front lever right now. Great hold, really long hold, good body extension, amazing. So this is exactly what we have done. Let's go over it. I don't want to waste any more of your time. So let's do it. So the first thing we have done is before even talking about the structures, how we combined everything, the principles, the training split is the first things that we have done. So the training split is obviously was planche and front lever separately. We didn't do it together at all. And the amount of days of the week that he has done was depends on how he feels. So we've been training 4 to 5, maybe even 6 days a week. So it means 2 to 3 times a week each skills. Um, and it wasn't like every Monday he does planche, every Sunday he does front lever. So no, it wasn't nothing like that. It was more about combining intuition into it as well. So that's very important. So the training split was um, separate, as I said, but now let's get into like the principles that we have done. So as you can see, the first thing that we have done was working on his advanced planche. So the body extension wasn't good enough, and right now you can see that he's not fully into 90 degrees with the body. So it's still in between the tack planche to the advanced planche. So the body extension needs a little bit of work. So he had to extend the legs even more. So we have been working on it. That was the intention behind every set that we have done. Um, so like one structure was about getting into 10 seconds solid advance, and the other structure we combined it into have more intention of getting and preparing the ground towards the super advance. So the super advance is this one. So you can see the legs are going out even more. So this was like midway. Now and you can see even more videos afterward that he's doing it way better even. So you can see the legs are going more than 90 degree. So one of the things that allowed him to go for this one is we have been doing obviously strengthening the regular advanced, but also doing body extensions from the tack planche to the advanced planche and even trying to extend toward the super. So it was for repetitions. It wasn't like just one extension and hold. So we have been doing it with good tempo, with good dead stops, making sure that he's doing everything right. And this was how we prepared the ground for him to actually be able to do it. So after he had 10 seconds in advanced planche and very solid super advanced, which is super important, that's the requirement to start working on the straddle planche. This is exactly what we have done. So the first thing was bended straddle planche attempts. So you can see right now that his body was a little bit piked. So the hips are a little bit higher than the rest of the body, and the legs are a little bit down. So this means that it's a compensation of leaning more forward. So if he would have leaned more forward and his shoulders have been in this position, the body will naturally be in a better line. He will naturally be able to push the hips down, to raise the legs up, and be in a better form. So it means he's not strong enough yet in a shoulder flexion position. So this is the shoulder flexion. This is exactly what you're doing in a planche. So it's this movement with straight arms. So obviously, this position that he has done can help him to get stronger in that. But the intention was to be able to lean more forward and so on. And eventually after that, so you can see even more bended work. It's a little bit better. Body extension is going better. He leans more. And then he started working on attempts as well. So attempts was really good. And he was able to get like that to the straddle planche by also combining the super advanced in the meantime. So you can see right now that super advanced is very good body extension. And he was able to go from just 90 degrees into way more. So let's say 120 degrees. So it's actually closer to the straddle planche. And that's how we have done it for the straddle. And for the front lever, let's go, let's break it down. So we had solid strength already. So he was able to go for the super advanced in the front lever already. Wasn't great body extension, but the main focus here was to get even better body extension. But the key difference is we have been able to go from the super advanced to the straddle in the front lever by doing one simple exercise, which is the one leg front lever. For some reason, a lot of people are hating this exercise, but this one is great for front lever as long as you're actually doing the one leg with 90 degrees here with advanced position. If you're doing it intact one leg, it's worth nothing. It has to be with advanced. So that's very important if you choose to do this progression. And after we controlled it, you can see the form is really good. He was able to extend the legs even more, so it was closer to the straddle. So he got the straddle just by doing this mini progression. So here is his straddle. So that's amazing. That was the breakthrough to get into it. And the reason I like straddle more than doing half lay in front lever is simply because when you're going for half lay, it requires you a lot of stretch in the quads. And most people don't really have like this flexibility, this mobility for this kind of stretch. And what's happening? The body naturally compensates by going into APT just to be able to get into this position in the quads. And we don't really want it. So you don't want to compensate by going into bad muscle activations. You want to prioritize the muscle activations. So I personally like the straddle progression way more because you can see the hips position, the muscle activation is better, and it was able to activate properly the muscles. So after that, we also combine like dynamics movements, such as like doing the negatives, presses, raises, all of these dynamic movements that are with straight arms. So that's you have to do like straight arm shoulder extensions. All of these are great. So we have done it. We have been able to master the straddle, and then right away he visualized the full planche. He saw in his mind that he can do it. He told me, "Yo, I feel like I'm ready for it." And I told him, "If you see it, go for it." He basically just attempted it, and he succeeded it. So it's the power of intention, intuition as well, visualization, and the right principles and guidelines. So all of these are super crucial. So if you are not applying this currently into your training, that's very important. And if you want to take your training into the next level and progress much faster by applying all of these steps that I told right now in this video, you can apply into my one-on-one coaching in the link below and see much better progress in your calisthenics journey and learn how to do it yourself during my coaching. So if you think about it, apply in the link and we can talk about it and hop on a call to see if you can actually fit into my one-on-one coaching. So see ya in the next video.